chill.
Hello there, gang, and welcome to another episode of Displaying Model Behaviour, the Earth's mightiest action figure video podcast. So take off your pants, crack a beer, and let's talk toys. Let's talk about the Hasbro Pulse Instagram live stream and a whole bunch of reveals. I was just about to start filming a complete episode of good news with all kinds of random stories, and then the world was like, nope. First of all, Mezco Spider-Man drops, and now we've got these reveals. So let's talk about them. First up, they went over to the 3.75-inch retro line, basically just to get it out of the way. It's like eating your vegetables before you can get onto your 6-inch pudding. That sounded weird. So they showed us a Sentinel, which actually, to be fair, it looked kind of fun. I mean, if you like these retro ones, you sick freak, then this is a fun addition. So it's a real classic sort of stop mutant type original Sentinel, but I'm not going to dwell on that too much. If you're into that sort of thing, I'm not going to kink shame you. It's alright, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for the legends, and honestly, they brought the thunder. First of all, in the retro line, we got a few retro ones and some new retro ones. We got the bombastic Bagman, and this is fun, goofy, silly, and been requested for a long time. It's a simple figure, just from an old story from the long ago, when Peter Parker, I think actually this was when he first realized that the symbiote was alive, and they zapped it off of his body, and then he was stuck without a costume. So they gave him a Fantastic Four costume and a paper bag on his head and a kick me sign on the back, thanks to, courtesy of Johnny Storm. I didn't notice if this figure has the kick me sign. It must do, I would assume. It must be there. This is fun and goofy. I don't need it for my collection. I'm trying to be more essential with my Marvel Legends collection, so I don't need a bombastic Bagman. However, if you are a big fan of just the whole Spider-Man life story like I used to be before I just had to kind of get a handle on it, then this will be a really fun addition. And he is going to be a Target/Toys R Us exclusive. So they say you can pre-order him at Target, so that's a small mercy. And Toys R Us apparently don't do the pre-orders, so good luck with that one. Then we've got another one that I spoke about recently, Firelord, on the retro Fantastic Four card, looking very bright, colourful and pretty, and of course here's a Herald of Galactus. So when the big G pops up at the end of the year, this guy's going to have a place to go. I don't know if I'll get him. I think I just need the Fantastic Four and the Surfer. That's good for me. But if you want this classic bright looking guy, he does look cool. He has the flaming Q-tip, as they said, and there's a lot of translucent plastic going on there. So very pretty to look at, but at the same time, I don't know, maybe because of his fieriness, he looks a little overly plastic, maybe. Perhaps I'm being too harsh. Regardless, a lot of people want this guy, and it's the classic looking Firelord, so that is really cool. And hey, more Galactus Heralds, a lot of people are going to be pleased with that. Then we've got one that's a real mixed bag. We have a new retro line, so that in itself is awesome. Iron Man retro line, and it is being kicked off with War Machine. Wow Machine! War Machine! Repainted! Disappointing! Yep, it is the deluxe War Machine with a new coat of paint, and we were all kind of hoping for a Marvel vs. Capcom War Machine. Is it that different? Not a lot, but it is just like a bit different. It's more modular Iron Man than the other War Machine. So that basically means I'm gonna pass on this one. But again, I say that, but just the chance to collect a retro line from the start, like that in itself kind of gets the old excitement going. So I don't know, maybe I will crack and pick him up. But the fact of the matter is, it is just the deluxe figure. I don't think it has the Rhodey head, doesn't have the boot jets, so it's less than what you got originally. And rather than having the chrome silver, it's more of a whitey blue kind of look to it. I mean, it looks fun, it looks pretty. There is some more paint detailing and stuff. It is differentiated, and if you missed out on the deluxe, then you can get this. That's great. If you've got the deluxe, it might be a tough sale, but still, in that retro packaging, it does look pretty. Then we go over to the Spider-Man 60th anniversary figures with Japanese Spider-Man. And now look, this is kind of fun, but nothing to get too, madly excited about, because he has a basic Spider-Man costume. It's pretty much what you would expect, with slightly different looking eyes, and of course he's got the gauntlet on his wrist. That's about it, but the box itself with the Japanese kanji on, that actually looks kind of cool. Finally, we're seeing a good side to the no plastic packaging, is that you can maybe have some more fun with the graphics on there. They haven't gone ham, but the fact that you've got the kanji, that does give it a bit more character to it, and I kind of like that. They did make a good point that he doesn't have thwipping hands, because actually apparently Japanese Spider-Man didn't thwip, just shot the web out of his web shooters, and they made a nice point that the web was always just rope in that show, so they've taken all the translucency out and just solid white ropey webs, and I kind of like that. So yeah, people were asking for it. This is an easy pass for me. I don't need Japanese Spider-Man, but there you go. There he is. And finally, they had the big one, the money set. And that is their PulseCon exclusive Mojo set. And a lot of people were thinking maybe this is what they were hinting at, and they were right. We're getting 3 figures in this, okay? First of all, we're getting the first long shot from Hasbro. We had a Toy Biz long shot, and people were asking for this guy for the longest time. So this is one that's going to make a lot of folks very happy, and he looks cool. It was kind of annoying that with this live stream on Instagram, you couldn't really get good close-ups of things. I know they're going to release official pictures soon, and when they do, you know I'll have them on this channel. But in the meantime, we got Longshot. He looks cool. Then they've got Dazzler, who's pretty much, I think, the same Dazzler as they had in the X-Men Retro Wave a couple of years ago. Bit of a quick repackage on that one, but she doesn't have a jacket. I think the original one had a jacket. This one doesn't have a jacket. That's about all I can tell. But really, we're all here for the big man himself, and he looks impressive. Although having said that, we also get a cartoon X-Baby Wolverine too. That's kind of sweet and adorable. And it all comes in this very impressive TV box type package. I mean, double thumbs up to the creative team on that. It does look really fun. There's like a Mojo guide in there and all sorts of good stuff. So it is a nice looking set, but the big boy himself, Mojo, is there, and yeah, it looks good. It's bigger. It's bigger than the Toy Biz one. They put the effort in. It really does look like they've taken the Toy Biz one and just enlarged it. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because the Toy Biz one was really, really good. And this one looks really, really good. Now, they actually said that apparently they're still working on some of the paint aspects. Like he said the gross liver spots and all kinds of stuff. It's still sort of a work in progress. So hopefully he'll actually look a bit more interesting once we get the final paint job on there. But also he showed 2 different heads as well. Again, with the live stream, you can't really see them very well, but they do look fun. They look super animated and very expressive. I mean, Hasbro are killing it with the face sculpts right now. They really are. So double thumbs up again. I'm doing all the thumbs up. Very, very impressed with the looks of that. And this is going to be their PulseCon exclusive. So you can order this or pre-order it tomorrow on the website. What's the price? I don't know. Funny they didn't mention any of the prices. Well, we'll wait and see about that. But still, the big disappointment here for a lot of folks is that there's no spiral. And I think it's safe to assume that there is going to be a spiral at some point, because I mean, it's just such an awesome figure. Maybe it's taking them a while to figure out the tooling, because you got to fit 6 arms on there. That's a lot of stuff, and hopefully still have some torso articulation, because they've done 6 arms with Doppelganger and 6-arm Spider-Man. But honestly, those aren't good. If they do a spiral like that, it would be a disappointment. You want some torso swivel and movement with the arms. Is that easy? No. Is it going to be something we'll pay money for? Yeah. So let's make it happen. Still, in the meantime, this box set looks great, and that was all of the reveals. And my hands are going into business for themselves, it would seem. And finally, they showed a tease of a Gambit hand holding a playing card. And all I can assume is that probably animated Gambit. Nothing to get too dramatically excited about. It makes perfect sense. Why wouldn't they do an animated Gambit? Just feels a bit surplus to requirements, considering we just recently, about a year and a half ago, got the retro carded Gambit, which is pretty much animated colors. So you can buy another Gambit if you want. I would love it if that was actually a tease for Age of Apocalypse Gambit. Yeah, that's not going to be it. It's going to be animated Gambit. So still, that was the Hasbro Pulse Stream reveals. There was some fun stuff on there, and I don't think No, I maybe War Machine, possibly. It's tough. Nothing that's really jumping out of me that I have to buy, but it's always fun to see new action figures. So guys, what did you think of the reveals? Comment below. Let me know. And if you like what you see here and you want to see more, then join the 6-1 clicks by clicking the like, share, and subscribe buttons. And if you want to go one step beyond and supporting the show, you know you can do. How? By going up to patreon.com/displaying model behavior. Toss a couple of bucks my way and it really helps support the channel, and by that I mean keep me in clothes and food. Okay, that's a lie. I don't buy clothes. Keeps me in food. Or you can get yourself a channel membership. Whichever way you want to help me out, it's hugely appreciated. So guys, thanks very much for watching, and until next time, keep displaying model behavior.